Hey everybody, welcome to our online training session. What we're going to do today is going to be mainly based on staying with the ball. First phase of the session, we're going to be looking at mastering the ball, or one of the part of what we call base moves. We're going to be working within a small area, try to keep it realistic as we possibly can to what the majority of people have. So a small space or a small area space that you can work in. Even if you haven't got any area spaces, because this one, just be adaptable. A lot of the things I'm going to show you today are adaptable. There might be a couple of sections where you are working with either the parent, or you could work with a sibling. But we can also adapt those as well, where you're working on your own if your child hasn't got that available. Okay, now first of all we're going to start with a little game just to get your child interested and ready for the activities that you're going to do later. This game's called Head, Shoulders, Knees and Cone. Alright, so all you need for this one is one cone, and with that cone as well you're going to be with your child and you're going to be standing over the cone. You dictate what's going to happen: head, shoulders, knees, and when you say cone, it's the first one to grab the cone. It's quite a good game, the kids tend to enjoy it. Alright, so we're just going to get to it straight away. Alright, come over here quickly. Lead the ball, lead the ball. Alright. You stand there, Harley. Okay. Right, it's the first one to grab the cone. Okay, ready? Alright, head, shoulders, knees, go! Oh. Alright then, okay. Alright, give me this time. Ready? Head, shoulders, knees, toes, head, go! Oh, yay! Yay! Ready? 1-1. Head, shoulders, toes, head, go! Ah, okay, 2-1, 2-1. Ready? Nice one. Ready? Head, shoulders, knees, head, shoulders, knees, head. What are we doing? Get up, head, go! Ah, 2-2. 2-2. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Ready? Head, toes, head, nose, go! Ah, okay. You want to say it then? Stand up. You can be in charge of it now. Nice and loud.
Toe, shoulders, cone.
Oh, okay. Right. Last one. Ready? Head, shoulders, toes, head, go! Oh, okay. Well done. Okay. You've got to win that ball over there. Right, now this part of the session now, we're going to get into the mastering the ball. We're going to go through various ways they can actually keep the ball close to their feet, so they learn to manipulate the ball. First we're going to go without pressure, alright, and then as you can see I'm going to gradually progress where I'm going to start adding visual aids, and also I'm going to add a little passive pressure from me, so they get used to people moving towards them and having to react to those situations. Okay, Holly, just go to the end of that area there for me. First part I want you to do, Harley, is outside, inside, there, sharp turn, any turn that you want, okay, and then come back, okay, keep touching to the ball, okay, so watch, right, sharp turn, come back, sharp turn, anyone, right, and so on, okay, work quickly, okay, ready, off you go, good, sharp turn, good, well done, remember to work quickly. Work quickly, keep it close to your feet. Good. Outside, inside. Good. And relax. Okay. Now I'm just going to work through these a bit quicker than I normally do, just so we can get through a lot of the topics and you can see what they are. Alright. Next one, pass the ball to me. This time, 3 touches. Right. Change. Sharp turn, remember work quickly. And then we go in there. Same thing. Alright, big 3 touches, then move it. Remember, eyes up. Alright? Now, I'm going to be in the visual aid. Can you tell me the colour I'm holding as I'm moving around? Okay? Ready? Play. Here we go. Let's get those eyes up. Good. Sharp turn. Good. Well done. Sharp turn. Good. Good. Keep it going. Fast feet. Sharp turn, good, good, good. Good. And stop. Okay, keep your breather, keep your breather. Okay, well done. Now, this time, okay, openers, remember, all across your body, touch inside of a foot, touch inside of a foot, touch inside. Again, process, can we show a sharp turn as well? Okay, you ready? Remember, rise up, off we go. Across your body. Pause, pause, pause. Did you get that? Let me show you again. Let me show you again. All across your body. Pull out there. Pull out there. Alright? That one. Okay, ready? Off you go. Good. Pull across your body. Good. And again. Pull across your body. Good. Sharp turn. Good. Pull across your body. Open out, remember. Sharp turn. Open out. Well done. Both feet. Good. 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 And relax. Okay? Alright? Just do something to your feet up for a sec. Okay? Just remember, when you're working with your child or you set your child tasks, always encourage them to work with both feet. Okay? So as you can see with most of those tasks there, we try to encourage them to use both feet because we want them to become multifunctional and try and work both sides. Just want to check, is the sound good? Love that. I saw that match. He loved the Megs. I let him have that one anyway. Just to make sure that the sound's good. Can everybody hear me? Anybody respond? Yep. Anybody respond? Can hear the sound? Sound good? Somebody please. Well, I'm judging the sound's good anyway. All right. Now, like I said, we're going to work on the next part where we're going to add a bit of pressure. All right. Passive pressure from me. Okay. Right. Now, Harley. Anywhere in this area. All right. Moving the ball. Okay. You can add tricks if you want to. All right. But you're going to be looking at these as well. All right. Okay. And now you're going to come in and add pressure. If I come in, what you're going to do? You can shield it, or you can do what? Yeah. Maybe change. Maybe you want to change direction as well. Okay. All right. So yeah. All right then. Ready? Fast feet. Any of those manoeuvres we're doing, off it goes. Move anywhere in the area. Good. Anywhere in the square. Good. Make sure you're watching. Make sure you're looking. Make sure we're looking. On the eyes up. On the eyes. Good. 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 Make sure you check it. Make sure you check it. Make sure you check it. Good. Well done. Good. Good little turn. Good little turn. Keep working. Keep working. Keep working. Keep working. Good arm out. Good arm out. Well done. Good. Good. Keep working. Are you scanning? Are you scanning? Good. Good. Are you scanning? Well done. Good. 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 Keep working. And pause it there. Pause it there. All right. Well done. Okay. All right. Give yourself a little drink. This week. We're going to come back into it. Just giving them an opportunity to get a drink. It's hard work in there. All right. Now we're going to get back into that again. All right. But now I'm going to also I'm going to add another little progression where he can link with me and he can look to create space to receive it and then continue as well. Okay. All right. You ready? Come on then. So Harley, same process. Okay. Dribbling. All right. Eyes up. But now, you be me over there, you be me. You take that ball, pass the ball to me, sorry. Okay, so you're doing your stuff in here quickly, remember working quickly, alright. When you decide you want to, so it's down to you to decide, you can play a pass, you can shout 1, 2. Alright, wait for me to get back over here. 1, 2, you can either go either side that cone or either side that cone, look to receive, yeah, I'll have a receive. Okay, nice little touch into there, and then continue your stuff. Alright, you're going to decide when you want to play that ball to me, okay? Alright, do you understand? Yeah, okay, right. You take the ball in. Ready? Do your stuff, off you go. Just say. Good, good, good. Do all the way in. Remember, you decide when you want to leap with me. You decide when you want to leap. Right there. Good, good, good. Where do you move? Where do you move? Good, 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 good. Good to receive. Good first touch. Good. Bring it back in. Just pause it there, just pause it there. I want to see your first touch, open your body, so it comes to the other side of the cone, okay? So you're moving the ball on your first touch, so pass the ball to me. So like you do when you can either use the sole like you do your futsal, move it there, or you can do like you do your football, outside the foot, or the inside, and move it into the area, okay? Understand? Move it to go to the other side as well, alright? Right, what we're going to look at now, some moves to beat players. So just going to take the player through some various ways that could beat a player. Alright, okay, so we're going to look at a few. This first one we're going to look at is using Ronaldo trick to beat someone, okay, or you might know it as a scissor skill, okay. Right, Harley, can I have that ball here? That one to start off with, okay. Close your toe, you know Ronaldo skill. Close your toe, make it to an angle, take it around, okay, round, and then you can start to the middle of the game and attack, okay. Alright, should we go slowly or quickly? Try to work quickly if you can, and take quick switches. Alright, so round the cone, back to the middle, and attack again. Okay? Alright, if you want to add a double Ronaldo, you can. Alright? Alright, ready? Off you go. Good, good. See if you can go both sides as well. Can you do it with the right? Can you do it with the left? Good. Good, that's it, good. Try to work quickly, remember? Good. Try to work quickly, good. Good, and pause it there. Okay, so can you do a double Ronaldo? Yeah? Okay, so round twice. Remember about your distance, okay? You don't want to be too close. Obviously, you've got to remember there's a defender there. He can take the ball from you. You don't want to do it too far away because you're giving the time for the defender to realise where you're going to go. Okay, so make sure you time it just right when you do it, okay? Double Ronaldo's, off you go. Oh no. Contact again. Okay, ready? Off you go. Good. See if you can put them in there. Start from the middle, pause, middle, start from the middle. Off you go, ready, play. Try and do it quicker. Remember, execute quickly, execute quickly. Good, good. Good, good. Oh no, right, tell you what, we're going to move the cone away. Move that one away. Okay, and you're going to have me, okay? Alright, ready? Great, off you go. Good, good, good. There we go. Try and do it quicker. Try and do it quicker because I'm going to move with you. Make sure you bring it, pause, make sure you bring it back to the middle as you do it. Okay, alright. Ready? Off you go. Go, go. Go quickly, go quickly. Go, go quicker, go quicker. Go quicker. Good, good, good. Right, pause when you're executing it. Remember to go with, you go with the inside or the out. I'll go with the outside. Alright, ready? Go get your ball. Ready? Let's try again. Ready? Off you go. Better, 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 better. And again, back to the middle, back to the middle. Good, good. Ready? Go. Good, good, good. Better, better. Pause. Okay. Right now, remember with your skills, get yourself a little breather while we're doing this part. Okay? What you want to try and add a bit more of. Your what? Beginning with an F? Your feints. Okay? Alright, now just remember, if you can, see if you can ask him a few questions because you want it to try and keep it as realistic as you can, okay? Because what we do, especially when you do one-to-one coaching, obviously there's lots of stuff that don't replicate a real game, alright? So you want to try and link your things as much as possible to the game if you can. So that by we're doing that, we ask some questions that relate to the game, like I was just asking there. What could he do to add to improve his little tricks? And we're saying I was giving little cues, feints. All right, so maybe I was going, oh yeah, what is that? Begin with an F, feint, yeah, okay. So just so we're getting some thinking, oh, when can I apply this into a game? All right, okay, Harley, what do you get? Now, Maradona, okay. All right, me in there. So you're dribbling into the game. So one, remember your Maradona. One soul to drag the ball, the other one to drag aside the player. Okay? Alright, I'm going to bring the cone back in just to get used to it. Bring the cone back in to get used to it. Alright, so watch the demo. So you've got your Maradona. Can you go there and then take it back to the center? Now can you do it with the other side as well? Alright, sometimes it throws players. Ball comes across you, use the soul to drag it towards to pull aside the side of the defender. Okay, you got that one, Arlie? Yeah, remember try and work both feet. Try and work quickly. Ready, play. Good, like it, good. Good. Good, well done. Good. Good. Don't worry about the mistake. If you're going to make a mistake, make it a quick mistake. Okay, make it a quick one. Off you go. Good, good. Right, pause. Let's get rid of that one now. Do it with me. Make it a bit more live. Ready? Ready? Off you go. On this end. Big back, big back. Ready? Play. Play. Let's go. Good, good. Well done. Good, good, good. Keep working quickly. Working quickly. Let's go. I've got that one. Let's go again. Let's go again. Don't worry about if you make a mistake. We'll do it again. Ready? Play. Let's go. Good. Well done. Good. Good, good. Sort out your feet. Come on. Ready? Ready? Let's go. Good. Pause. Okay. All right then. Okay. Now we're going to have what's called La Croquette. All right. You know Iniesta? You remember Iniesta? This is one of his favourite moves. Okay. Very clever move. This one. Pass the ball here. All right. When you approach, okay, it's like you're playing a 1-2 with yourself. So you move the ball across your body with the inside, and then take it that way quickly. Okay, so watch again. It's like you're approaching the player, you're in there tight, you've got players around you, and you move it to that side then quickly. Okay, so that's a La Croquette. Alright, you got that one. I'm going to show you again. You got it? Yeah? No? Okay, I'll show you again. Watch. So as you go to the defender, use one side to move the ball across your body, and then you use the other foot to take the ball into the gap. Okay? So all it is it's watch. There. Okay? So if you're the defender, I'm bringing it to you, and there. You got that one? Okay? You can also, if you want, use the sole as well. Here. Use the sole if you want. It's up to you. You got that? Yeah? Let's see. Do it quickly. Ready? Play. Off you. Quickly. Try not to do the roll. With the soul drag and do it. Pause. Let me just show you one more time. Inside. Inside one. Okay. Watch. Inside and foot. Easy one. So approach, approach. There. And there. Okay. Ready? Have a go again. Off you go. There you go. Well done. Well done. Again. Go. Good. Well done. Brilliant. Good. 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 Keep going. Keep going. Good. 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 Right. Pause. What did you add? What do you need to add? You think to make it more effective that we spoke about earlier? Okay. Off you go. Ready? Play. Remember, keep it quick. Keep the tempo quick. If you need a drink, just let me know. Good. I'll tell you what, Arlie, get yourself a drink quickly. Just make sure they're having a lot of breaks throughout of it. As you can see, sometimes it can be hard work for them. Have a drink quickly, all right? So they can keep up that intensity, keep up that tempo. Very important that you're always trying to encourage them to keep up that tempo with it, okay? Because obviously it's just working with you. That's why I always come in now and then, just to bring more live situations and to keep that tempo, keep it more interesting for them as possible. All right? You ready, Arlie? Right, last one you're going to look at. Come on, Arlie. Last one. This time I'm going to move the cone. Come on, Arlie. Ready? Now we're going to add frontal pressure. Alright, so I'm going to be passive towards you. I'm going to play the ball to you. Then you get to the line. Okay? Alright? Ready? To play the ball to me. So I'm going to play it to you. You go back. First touch on the other side of the cone. Okay, so look to your seat to the other side of the cone. Then you get past me and get through to the other side. Do you understand? Yeah? Okay? And so I'm going to show you play to me. I'm going to demonstrate. Ball to me. Ball to me. Okay, so I'm taking it across. Yeah, I'm coming to attack. Then I get past you and take it there. Alright? Ready? Nice on your feet. Ready? Good first touch. Good first touch. Good. Ready? Come on, get past it. This side. Good arm out. Good arm out. Ball to me. Good. Ready? Lighten your feet, lighten your feet, ready? Take, good, take. I like it, good feet, good feet. Ready, walk to me. Ready? Lighten your feet, up to the seat. Okay. Good little touch, good little touch. Try and make your first touch there. Bit close to your feet. Ready? Straight. Just going to put a bit more pressure on you. Ready? Take. Try and use a variety of skills. Remember what you can add. Can you add your feints? Fall to me. Ready? Lighten your feet. Ready? Play. Take. Right, let's do that again. Let's up. I'll end that touch out. Ready? Lighten your feet. Play. Come on, good first touch. Good feet, good feet. Okay. Right, okay. Now, Harley, I'm going to change the way you receive. I was doing it from the front. Now, I'm going to apply pressure from the side. Okay? So I'm going to play the ball to you, and then I'm going to come from the side. So imagine like I'm a fullback, and I'm trying to recover, and you're the winger, and I'm trying to cover the space from the side. So I'm giving you a different thing to think about, okay? Ready? Hands out your pockets, ready? Light on your feet, and play. Right, let's do that again. So, if I'm coming from the side, what have you got in front of you? You've got space, come back over here. Alright, so, are you going to go into it slowly or quickly? You're going to go into it slowly or quickly? Okay, play the ball to me. Right, so this time, get ready to, can you attack the space quickly? Like this will go again. Light on your feet, ready, play. Alright, ready, bring it back. Try and keep it close to your feet. Ball to me. Ball to me, get back over there. Go on, Ollie. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up, ready, play. Let's go. Good, good, good. Now, if I manage to come across you and cover the space, what are you going to do? You might put your arm, but if I cover that space, where are you going to go? You're going to go the other. You're going to change line and go the other side, aren't you? Okay. All right. Hey, you're doing really well. Okay. Haven't got long left. Ready? Lighten your feet. Lighten your feet. Play. Oh, good arm out. Right. And pause it there. Okay. Right. Now what we're going to do, we're going to finish off with a little panel game. Okay. Now, going to do it slightly different. As you can see, we've got 4 cones situated around the area. What I'm going to do, each player starts on the middle. I'll play the ball into Harley, and then we're going to go live, and he's going to try and see if he can hit one of the cones by dribbling to it and then passing to one of the cones. Okay, if he hits one of the cones, obviously he's hit one, it's 1 point. It's the first one really to either hit all 4 cones or first one to get a nutmeg. Okay, alright, so because what I'm trying to add with this one is so that they are not always just focusing on getting the nutmeg all the time, which is sometimes what you get, and they're just forcing it, so they're trying to create that moment instead of just trying to force it all the time. So they've got other options that they can look for. Okay, so we're just going to get on with that one. Harley, come on, pass the ball to me. Yeah, last one now, it's a 1v1, Hannah. Okay, don't let me win. Obviously, whoever gets nutmeg wins the game. Also, you win the game when it's at off. Also, okay, if you hit each cone, alright, so you manage to hit each cone, then you also win the game as well. Okay, so once you hit a cone, we restart the game anyway. So, I'm going to play the ball here, we'll restart. So I'm going to go down to any cone, try and hit each cone. Or you're not making the game's over. Do you understand? I'm going to do the same. Ready? Play. Good first shot. Any cone. Oh, I've got one. Oh, that's one to me. Okay, restart. Try and do it quickly. Ready? Play. Any cone, Ollie. Any cone. Oh, no. Can you get one? Hit that cone. Right, pause it there. Oh, we've got it there. Well done. Bring the cone back. Ready? Ball to me. Ready, light your feet. Let's go. Any cone. Oh, no. Bring the ball there. Quick as you can. Ball to me. Ready, light your feet. Let's go. went back. Oh, I missed it. You can restart with the ball. Ready? Straight. Walk to me. Right, last one left. One last double. Hit the tempo. Ready, play. Oh, alright, game over. A bad defending from me. Well done, okay. Okay, right. Yes, I know he got me again. Yeah, well, that was it. Okay. Now, if anyone's got any questions, you can either ask me now about the questions or what you saw about the session, or anything that we are doing future. We do have more sessions planned every day, starting from Monday to Friday. So they're going to be shorter ones. All right. Next weekend I'm going to plan another full session like this as well. We also are launching an online program. Okay. So if you taxi for Curtis, all right then, Matt. Yeah, I told you I let him have those two. I was tired at towards the end. I'm not as young as him. I can't move that quickly. All right. Now, like I said, we're launching an online program. If you want to get on top of that, I'm going to leave a link below this video once I'm finished. Yeah, it's going to have lots of things that you can, lots of support for parents and players, so not just the players and parents. We'll have a private parent Facebook group. We'll have a 24/7 email support. Okay, so anything you want to ask that can help their kids' game away from training, you can shoot us an email and you can ask for it as well. All right, and there'll be a ton of number of things as well. So we're just trying to offer the complete package. All right, so it's like having a coach in your back pocket. Okay, all right. So yeah, so make sure you check that out. And also, like I said, make sure you look out for the lives that are going to be happening next week as well. And also like and share the page. Okay, and I will see you next time.